So as we were talking about the projects that actually survived,
Yeah.
the storm, uh, it was literally a storm, right?
The winter, the crypto winter.
The the crypto winters,
The crypto winter.
and now that we're seeing that those which survived are
Yeah.
actually being rewarded with so many good things, like being on Binance Launchpad is one of them, obviously.
Yes,
So these kind
absolutely.
of reaffirmations or confirmations that they are receiving from the whole ecosystem globally
Yeah.
is what makes the difference. And projects like Matic or Spring Roll or even Marlin is actually a very good one in the relay segment. All these ones that are coming, and there are a few, a handful of projects that are doing really well in India, and we'd obviously have them here sometime soon. These guys, one thing was very important in all of these projects is having a good product guy and a good tech guy. All
Yeah.
right, and because products succeed, right? The technology succeeds, people change. Right, Steve Jobs no longer a part of Apple, but he made with Wozniak something that is technologically so
Yeah.
sound that it will sustain forever, and he is now a legend, and the product is in existence for life. And this is what is happening in this stormish wave. When it's over, this is what is happening right now. And I would want to take your mind to some information that I kind
Okay.
of collected, is
Okay.
that all these programs which were done by Ethereum or Tron to encourage the development of dApps and build up the ecosystem uh, were kind of there was such good initiatives, right? But the global practice is they start building up these things and projects, and they apply to these programs to get either an angel round or
Yeah.
a grant or some winning a reward, which makes them also believe that this has a potential, or this POC that they have developed has some existence in the world. But what I was shocked to see, and especially in Tron's accelerator program that Tron did, Tron Accelerator was a really promoted and encouraged program, and I was sad also, and I had mixed emotions seeing this list, which I've now opened in front of you. This is the Tron Accelerator program,
Okay.
and so $1 million was a portion to this program. That's a big amount of money.
A
$1
million
million
dollars.
program. This was
Wow.
$1 million program. This happened on the from the 1st of December 2018 to the 4th of Jan 2019, and this was it just happened a couple of months back. So it happened in the beer market, and $1
Definitely
million
big.
was a huge amount.
Yeah.
Now, the idea was that more people come and make TRC10s or TRC20s, like what Tron wants to achieve with the TVM,
Yeah.
and BitTorrent is a TRC10 token itself, which
Yeah.
we all know about. So what happened, and what I collected as information was that if I go down that list, this is a very long list, right? And these are real. This is a real list, and these are so it was the scoring was to 10.
Okay.
All right, and Justin Sun and everyone was in the part of making this. All right, so
Okay.
Sun was there, the
Yeah.
CFO was there, everyone was analyzing these projects. So when you see that the top the 10 was the highest and 1 was the lowest score, the ones who got the grant were above a certain benchmark which they had decided, and they were all given some amounts like 50,000, 20,000, 10,000,
Yeah, I
and
can
going
see
to
that
5,000.
eight
So the
ones
8 ones
got
were getting the 50,
50,000.
which won the best amount. But the total amount was 1 million. So there was a lot to be won
Yeah.
by even smaller players.
Yeah.
Now, the my heart breaks to see that a project from India did not come in the top 10. A
Okay.
project from India, I don't reckon it came in the top 20 as well. On just the Tron Accelerator program, and
A project from Nepal.
Nepal, that's what I was referring to, that Nepal is here and above us on the tech front, all right, on this list at least, all right.
Okay.
But now I had a glimpse that, oh, let me just find out if there is someone from India, because I can't scroll the list forever. So I said, okay, let me just find out India in it, and I did. And the theme was that someone built a Team Tron market cap, like a coin market
Okay.
cap, and someone made a Metro N.
Metro N,
Metro
yeah.
N, which probably you know, and maybe you can tell something about us in a bit. Because when I said, okay, great, Metro N looks like a pretty comprehensive product by its name, that it's solving a thing. And when I went to Tron Line or whatever this is, and we went to Tron Line, and I reached this website. Now,
Earth's first
and now, so when I come to this website has won the Tron Accelerator program, and it only if it got $5,000, but it was still a winning,
Yeah.
a reward which substantiated that this project can have a future. What happened to Tron Line that today, when you see this website, I can have no relevance where this is operating. I cannot see if it's in India. I cannot see where it is, because when I can see a lot of other things, but these are non-clickable links.
Really?
These are
Oh
all
my God.
non-clickable links. I can see that it was made in 2018 and all of that, and they're trying to build something which is very, very big. But these are non-clickable links. The website doesn't have an SSL support as well. So the information which you enter in this website is highly insecure and non-confidential. Now, if these projects are getting funded and are making it to the Tron Top Accelerator program, and which truthfully, you know about them, I
Oh
have
my
never
God.
heard about them. All right, and if I can't even evaluate that, if they want to take a ride, I am all in for taking a ride, my friend. I wanted to take a ride. I literally wanted to. And I've got crypto, so I can actually spend it and take a ride with them. But I don't understand which country do I have to be in. And how to use Tron line video is is not there. So all of these things make me curious of what is going on in the industry. And things like these, things like
And they took 5,000 US dollars, USDT.
yeah,
Wow.
they did get 5,000 USDT, and that's where
You know how much
that's where-
5,000 USDT would help us from
Absolutely.
get out there and spread
Yes.
the knowledge. That's
Yes.
a lot of money, and
That's a lot of money.
we could use it for the good.
That was a heartbreak, right? And you
Yeah.
saw this, you surprised yourself
Yes,
that this
I
kind of thing
am,
has
I
happened.
am.
Now, so imagine if a project which has substantiated to such a level does this, all right, what will others follow? All right, because you're setting up a standard that you achieved something and you got, let's say, 4 points or whatever on that scale of 10, when highest was 8, so you did 50% well, but from the top.
You
But
passed.
You passed, but that's not the right thing or the right way to go about it. And
Yeah.
I want to tell from your voice to everyone that India is making amazing projects. It is making
India is
great
making
projects,
brilliant projects.
right?
I mean, there are so many of them. There are people into identity verification.
yes.
There are people into
interoperability,
there are
relay
people into
networks,
social
relay
media.
networks. Yeah, absolutely. So there's
So many things.
this murmur. Abhinav's doing great.
I talk about things that are that are very, very basic and which everybody uses, right? If there's social media on blockchain,
Yeah.
what's wrong with it? Like
Exactly. And you have seen a glimpse of the inblox product as well.
Yes.
It is an ecosystem.
It is also
which is integrating all the other projects technically.
Yeah.
And if I didn't do that, why would you want to use it? Why would you want to use so right
So
now?
we will see an inblox accelerator soon.
I cannot say that, but maybe we can have an accelerator partner
Yeah,
who can come in with its resources, and we've got so many great
Not just
projects
that,
working
because
out.
I
we
think
can create a
that-
platform on that.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I think inblox can bring in people who wants to build an accelerator, and they all
Yeah.
combine their resources together.
Yeah.
After all, it's all about that.
And we have a lot of accelerators and VCs in our circuit right
Yeah.
now as well. They hear and watch everything, so they're obviously avidly looking for new projects. All right.
Absolutely.
So, but these kind of things is I hope we change in the future, and we want to tell the world right
Yeah.
now that don't look at these accelerator programs. All right. This was one of a thing, right?
Yeah, this
there
is
are
a
there are
sad
great
thing.
things. This is
There
a
are
sad
great
thing.
things.
We're all sad about it, but there are things that we need to build, and we are building. That needs to be told to the global market, and then the right funding or the right connections,
Yeah.
the right strategic partners would actually come in. So everyone knows about Jihan Wu being such a
Bitmain and the
yeah,
mining
but-
giant.
Yeah, the mining giant and all of that. But very less people fail to realize that these countries were given an opportunity, and especially like I was talking about Blocktrail earlier with you, that in Amsterdam in Netherlands they were given the opportunity, given the regulations to go ahead, fly away, and things like BTC.com happened, right? If BTC.com didn't happen, it would have been very different for Jihan Wu as well, right? Because
It would have been difficult for people
for
to even
anyone,
buy
for
Bitcoin in
exactly,
that time, right?
exactly. So even in India, even if the regulations are not coming in, Indians are building stuff. We're trying to propagate what they're building. We're trying to get that out in the global
Yeah.
global segment, so that these kind of accelerator programs or any other accelerator programs or VCs or people who have that vision to fund these new emerging technologies come in and have a one-on-one discussion with these groups, and inblox can provide them a network of doing so.
Yeah.
True. And with you, the proposition now is that now the media that you had shared with, the information that you had shared with the Indian community, now it's the time for you to start creating, and we would propose that and request you to do so, that you now start creating content on the Indian projects to go out in the world.
Yes.
All right, because now the foreign audience is also coming on CoinCrunch India.
You know me, and we offline we talk about a lot of things as well, right?
Yes.
But we do. I was speaking to a few people in the past few days, and this is lacking.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah. Right. I mean, we could have done a piece. I regret. We could have done a piece on Matic long back. Right. We could have done a piece.
Remember when we made the calendar?
Yeah.
If we did it then, we had it before Binance.
Exactly. We had it before Binance, 2 months before Binance.
Both Karthik and Sandeep, I told that let's do them first.
And Spring Roll, we still have time. Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That, but the thing is that, the bear market and everything was a bit disappointing for the readers as well as, personally me, because I really want to be out there and do good for the community. But if the community is shrinking, my focus moves to bringing in more people rather than talking about projects, right?
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Now that we are working together, you are going into that direction, and now I can focus on your things. Focus on
your business,
showcasing the projects that I want to, right? So that's a great thing that we have collaborated like this. It happened 2 months later than we planned, maybe, but it better late than never. As we started off this conversation, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, getting off to the last segment, all right, and probably the most exciting segment.
I know what this is because we talked about it.
Yeah. And if you win this, all right, and you're in it to win it. So if you win this,
okay,
then you get something from me, all right. And if you lose, you give me something. That's pretty much it.
What, seriously?
Right? Yeah, that's how this is. And there's going to be 5 questions.
Okay.
But there's going to be 3. If you answer 3 of them incorrect, then there's not going to be a 4th or 5th.
Okay.
If you answer,
you're playing tennis with me, right? It's like if you lose, you're going.
Yeah, it's a straight set to 3. Biggest set to 3. So it's so now if you don't want to answer a question, if you think that you don't attempt it, you can tell me. I could probably switch to another question.
Okay.
And
that's great.
Yeah,
to know.
but I would rather I talk about general knowledge information because you've read so many articles and stuff like that, and base level information which I hope that every one of us understands.
Now my reality is going to come out. How much I remember. Look, I do things, but how much I remember, I don't know. Now this is the test, right?
Yeah. Okay. So let's starting off. All right. Okay. Let's start off with something on let's say Bitcoin.
Okay.
Okay. So first question should be easy and should be
to get the momentum. And if I lose the first one, now I'll feel bad.
Okay. So when did and who did who received the first Bitcoin transaction or the block reward?
Okay.
And when?
Okay. Halfine.
Okay.
Received the first Bitcoin transaction. I think it was 3rd January 2009.
You're very close.
23rd January 2009.
Now just average that out.
Okay, 30.
It was the 12th of January.
It was the 12th of January.
It was 12th of January 2009.
And I remember.
And he tweeted running Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That was.
Oh
the tweet.
Man, I love that tweet. It's still there and people still retweet every now and then.
Yes. Yeah. It was the epic moment.
Yeah.
That everyone was waiting for.
I mean, it was not epic then.
Not epic then, but epic
so
now.
So that is how things work, right?
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
They're never, when they're in this beginning.
Halfini is resting in peace, all right, and we all love him, all right, and technology sustaining.
We are so instrumental to Bitcoin's technology.
Too instrumental.
Yeah.
Him and Nick Szabo, all of them, they have been really instrumental. Nick Szabo also.
Also, I have my doubts. I personally think that Halfine was part of the
Yeah,
Satoshi
yes,
Nakamoto
group, yes,
right?
yes, absolutely. And there's an actual evidence that
He
the
was
IP,
living next
yeah,
to
yeah,
the,
the next
he
next
was
block,
living
the
next
next block,
to
next block.
the Dorian Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, where
Okay,
the
so
IP was found.
I got this answer sort of right.
Okay, we'll give you a leeway on that.
Yeah.
Okay, the second question,
Yeah.
going on, that you know about mining pools and this, that, the other.
Yeah.
All right. So if you know about mining, then this is not a question.
Okay.
So I can take this question. So the
Great.
second
Great.
question.
Yeah.
Name five mining pools.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
5.
Uh,
Any
any mining pools?
any
or
no
Bitcoin mining pools?
5 mining pools.
For Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin, Zcash, whatever. But
Oh yeah, okay. Then I
yeah,
can name
5 mining pools, but let's say the best ones.
Okay, so BTC.com, via BTC,
No, not on top 5.
it is on top 5. Via BTC. Okay, we on the Ethereum side we have not nice hash.
How did Bitmain become Bitmain?
Bit,
How did Bitmain
Bitcoin Unlimited and
how did
Bitcoin
Bitmain
ABC.
How did Bitmain became Bitmain?
Now,
What was
I'm
it
missing
called?
that. I know what you're talking about. I'm missing that. How can I not know mining pools, man?
Ant pool.
Ant pool, right? Ant pool. So you can share. I guess then we have on the Ethereum side. I remember a few of them. Now I don't remember.
Now if I take names, then you will remember it.
Yeah. Now I've
Slush
screwed
pool.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slush pool. Yeah.
Pool in.
Pool in. God, I need to start mining. Yeah.
Okay, so no worries. Let me increase the difficulty, because the halving has happened.
Okay.
Okay, let me increase the difficulty now.
Right. Okay.
And
go ahead.
your third question is, as I'll give you that point that ant shares you forgot, or ant pool you forgot,
Okay.
or ant miners,
Ant
which
miners.
which you can never forget.
I should forget.
So what happened? Because Jehan was a business student,
Yeah.
right?
And then
What did Jehan do? What did Jehan Wu do before Bitmain to make his name in all of China related to Bitcoin?
you are going to have to tell me that.
Okay, great. So Jehan Wu was actually the first person to translate Satoshi Nakamoto's white paper
Right. Okay.
to the Chinese audience.
You are right.
Okay, in simplified Chinese, and that's why we all know the word B2B. So it was B2B.
That is how it is recognized in China.
In
anyway.
China, yeah. So that is what he did, and when he was really happy, doing this and being involved in the segment, he met someone who was working in at that time in a semiconductor company, whose name was, which can be another question for you. What was his name? What is his co-founder's name? And he owns more shares than Jehan Wu, because he made the technology of ASICs.
Oh no.
And what is the full
I
form
don't
of
know.
ASICs?
Okay, no, I
Okay.
Skip.
Okay.
No, but I know
But yeah.
asynchronous.
There was a guy who is the guy who's behind the scenes all the time. His name is Mike Mikri Zhang.
Mike McRizang.
Yeah. So his Mikri Zhang Bitmain is essentially a semiconductor company who has made integrated circuits. And his whole life, he's made integrated circuits, Mikri Zhang. And Jehan Wu met Mikri Zhang.
You gave me a topic for another article.
That's good. That's what I do. Knowledge sharing is
This is what I want to talk about in the next article.
Good. We'll come to the best ICO of all time.
The best ICO of all time?
In terms of adoptability and the
BNB.
The best ICO of all times was you just said Neo and shares.
Okay, now it's a little reduced. Now we can.
Best ICO happens when the ICO happens.
Oh, then yeah, I agree.
So,
N shares,
N
yes.
shares,
N shares definitely.
Hands
Hands
down.
Yeah.
And followed by Ethereum, obviously. But
yeah.
Neo killed it, right? The Chinese Ethereum. All right. That's why you have read through so much in history. All right. That we are actually happy that someone is doing a proper crypto timeline with its subjugated segments as well.
We want to do that. Yes.
Yeah. So the last question, which is the deal breaker.
Okay.
All right. Is
I'm ready.
Okay, everyone knows Vitalik.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what he did with Ethereum.
Yeah.
But who was the co-founder of Ethereum, and what was his full name?
Dan Larimer. No?
No,
Oh, he was part of Ethereum.
not part. The co-founder who has shares, who's like the co-founder who
Oh, I
programmed
know
it.
this. Oh, the bald guy. I remember. I forgot the name.
Even if you give me like a first name, last name.
No, I don't. I don't. I just don't know. I
Okay.
know. I'm admitting. I admit defeat here now. I don't
So
know.
he was the guy who made Cardano. So if you can just name the founder of Cardano.
I am going to look so dumb on this interview.
No, okay. Let's change this question. Let's remove this question altogether.
No, I'm fine with it.
Okay, let's get one more question out.
You're
All
giving,
right.
yes, thank you.
This
Okay,
last question.
last chance. Last chance.
Question, everyone.
Last chance.
You are a big. So when Stellar came out,
Yeah.
did you like it?
Yes.
Right? You had
I
faith
mean, I
in
was
it. You
not
had faith in it.
I was not in the crypto space when Stellar came
Yeah,
out.
when came
So
out.
when I
but-
saw it, I liked it. Yeah.
So when Stellar came out,
Yeah.
how many? What was when Stellar came out? What was the total supply of this X coins? All right, and what were they known as?
I don't know what they were known as, but the total supply was 100 billion.
And what were they known as?
XLMs, no?
So they were known as 100 billion stellars, and later, a year later,
Lumens.
A year later, they were changed to lumens.
Okay.
But when they happened, it was stellar. But it was so confusing because stellar was a network, and the currency that it operated on was stellar as well.
So they called it
So
Stellar and they changed it to Lumens.
Lumens
after.
later, a year later.
So I got
with
it.
with a protocol, with a proposal change.
Okay.
So
It was a
great, man! It was
confusion.
really fun. All right, this was really fun.
This was really
and
fun.
there's so much to go back to and say that. Okay, let me read that again.
Yeah, I
Because
have
there's
a
so
lot
much
of,
we have gone through.
I have a lot of reading to do. I have a lot of repeat reading to do.
Yeah, so it was actually, it was actually a pleasure. We actually spent a lot of time together as well, but
Yeah.
there's so much that we don't
Yeah,
know about each other.
Just want to say
And-
that,
Yeah,
that
please.
we spend so much time together. I'm actually living at his place right now.
Yeah, we spend, and it's not the first time you are. All
Yeah,
right,
this
it's not the
is not
first
the
time you
first
are.
time.
So the thing is that every time, this is obviously we spend so much time, but it's a different experience when we go live or when we
Yeah,
go
of course.
speak on a topic or do whatever. The people really want to know about you because you've had your personal journey through it. And
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
I'm glad, and we're all in it together. I would just want to know how your first experience was to sit actually like this with me. You've sat with on a lot of discussions with me. I've curated you on panels, but
Yeah.
this is a different experience.
This is a different experience, definitely. And if I may, I want to say that you've done a phenomenal job setting all these things up, right? Now we have a lot of people involved with it, right? The crew is sitting here, everybody involved with it. But it was you who started it, so you've done a fantastic job. And sitting here with you in a different avatar, so to speak,
Yeah.
because we don't talk like this when we are personally, right? This
Yeah,
is a different
absolutely.
thing.
Absolutely.
This has been an amazing journey.
Thank you so much, and we'll actually.
And I got feedback before from the people who came before me, right? So I know what I was looking. I was actually scared. I was like, I mean, if you look at the camera angles, probably you'll find me shaking somewhere. right?
No. It was actually you
No,
did
but
a
it was
tremendous job. You were so natural and so well. In
No, it was
your,
because of you. You made me really comfortable. Thank you so much.
and now that people don't know about, all right, is the big partnership with the OpenEd program.
OpenEd,
that
yeah.
we want to, the highlight of this is we want to have a free or a freemium model of content sharing.
Yeah.
That is the whole model.
Yeah.
Easily achievable to every community member across the globe, and can start from scratch, can start from intermediate, can start from a good level, and can follow and watch you and your information, which will be mostly based on the things that you have done.
Absolutely.
Which I want you to share, with the audience, what it would be like.
Yeah, I can do that.
And the first series, which is coming very shortly, what would that be all about? If you could tell the audience and take it
Right.
off.
So with the inblox Open Ed program, what we are doing is we are bringing education into the the educated programs for cryptocurrency and blockchain to you guys, to the audience at almost free, or in some cases maybe it's at the advanced level we charge you a minimal little fee, right,
Yeah.
for that.
What can we expect from you?
So from me, I am doing a crypto timeline series. What we are going to do is we are going to go through in multiple videos. We are going to go through how crypto started, when it started, how its adoption came up, what were the key moments, key dates when things happened. So I'm really excited to do that. I have a lot of preparation to do, but we are going to get it, and we are going to have the best crypto timeline ever in the market, right, on video.
Great. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
And it's
man.
always a pleasure.